Good morning, children. Welcome to online classes conducted by Brilliant Public School. This is Class 5th English, Chapter 3, Bravo Amir Agha, Presentation 8, presented by Mrs. Jyoti Pandey. Let's start with a recapitulation of the story first. In the previous video, we started the story Bravo Amir Agha, wherein Amir, along with his friend Hassan, participated in a kite flying tournament. Since morning, he was flying pretty good and even slicing others' kite. There was one more blue kite in the tournament which was causing damage to other kites. Let's continue with a further explanation of the story now. After another 30 minutes, only 4 kites were left, and Amir was still flying. He felt as if it would be very risky to take any chance at this stage. He could hardly make a wrong move. Suddenly, a gust of wind blew. Children, gust of wind means a strong wind. A strong wind blew. But thank God, it was blowing in Amir's favor. With this feeling, he felt intoxicated. Intoxicated means, children, excited. With this feeling, he felt so excited, but didn't dare to look here and there. Not even he dared to keep his eyes off the sky. He tried to concentrate to play it smartly. Another 15 minutes were very crucial for him, as only Amir's kite and the blue kite were flying in the sky. Actually, he saw in his dreams that he had lost the tournament. So, he didn't want this dream to come true. There was tension in the air, and it was taut as the glass string. Children, taut means tight. The tension in the air was as tight as the glass string, which Amir was tugging with his bloody hands. Tugging means holding, which Amir was holding with his bloody hands. People were cheering Amir by stomping their feet. Stomping means beating, by beating their feet, clapping, whistling and shouting, Bobrish, Bobrish. Bobrish means to cut the blue kite. Amir wished if his Baba's voice could be one of them. Children, the people were viewing the tournament from the top of the roofs. It became so thrilling that the people started playing music and even brought Mantus. Mantus means steamed dumplings and fried pakoras to enjoy the tournament. Their smell was flowing in air from the rooftops and the open doors. But Amir, neither he could hear any music nor he could smell anything. Only he could hear the voice of himself to win the tournament and to defeat the blue kite. Only this feeling of victory was flowing in him, as if blood flows in the head. He could only see the blue kite. Children, here you will come across with 2 more difficult terms, and they are salvation and redemption. Salvation means being saved from the power of evil due to some enlightenment, and redemption means the action of being saved from evil. Amir had also come to the stage wherein he had put all his efforts to win the tournament. Not even any enlightenment made him think whether anyone was being hurt by his actions. He was completely engrossed in his target of winning the tournament and was least bothered about committing any sin. His father used to say that there is no God. But in school, he was taught that God is there, and if one really works hard, God always helps. At the same time, Amir was thinking about the other guy who was flying the blue kite. That what made him participate and win the tournament. Maybe he only wanted to be boosted up. But for Amir, winning the tournament was very important as he wanted to be recognized and to make his identity as no one knew him. So he had got only one chance, and he wished that God would surely help him by blowing the wind in his favor. Children, here again you will come across with a hard term, and that is endured, which means bore patiently. Since morning, Amir was slicing others' kite. His legs started paining. His neck became stiff. Even he got cut in his index finger. Due to his patience, his bearing of pain, he was sure to win the tournament. But he was not sure when and how much time it would take. His hope turned into reality when suddenly a strong wind lifted his kite, and Amir took the advantage by pulling up the string, and his kite looped on top of the blue one. Children, looped means moved in the shape of a loop. Now, the boy flying the blue kite also understood that his kite was in trouble. He tried to move his kite skillfully. Children, here you will come across with the term maneuver, which means to move or turn skillfully. So, the boy with the blue kite tried to move his kite skillfully out of the loop, but he failed as Amir didn't let it go. Even the crowd felt that the tournament had come to an end. The crowds of people again started cheering him in a loud voice to cut the blue kite. It seemed just as Romans used to shout for their gladiators. Children, I would like to clear the meaning of gladiator here. In ancient Rome, men were trained to fight in a performance in arena, a stadium-like place. Such men were known as gladiators, and the people of Rome, Romans, used to shout for their gladiators. In the same way, Amir was thinking that everyone was shouting for him to cut the blue kite. Even his friend Hassan was panting. Panting means breathing quickly with short breaths. Okay, so even his friend Hassan was panting and shouting to cut the blue kite. Then finally the moment came when Amir closed his eyes, loosened the string, and finally sliced the blue kite. But while doing so, again his finger got cut. But he was least bothered about it. With his patience and hard work, he had achieved what he wished. His friend Hassan hugged him and was screaming, "Bravo, bravo, Amir Agha." Both of them were very happy. So this is the story of kite flying tournament and two friends Amir and Hassan. Children, hope you like the story. Now let's do the exercise of this chapter. Fill in the blanks. The biggest prize of all was still dash. The biggest prize of all was still flying. The number of kites dwindled from dash to a dozen. The number of kites dwindled from 50 to a dozen. The old dash was Hassan's favorite trick. The old lift and dive was Hassan's favorite trick. It was just me and the other guy dash. It was just me and the other guy, the blue kite. Hassan was screaming and his arm was dashed around my neck. Hassan was screaming and his arm was wrapped around my neck. It's time for the homework now. Children, what you need to do is, you need to read the complete story, underline the hard words and learn the spellings. Use a dictionary and search the meanings of the hard words. Learn the fill-ups. Thank you.